Hello, this is Veronica, and I wanted to share with you my project that I made this month for the design team for the piece by piece. This month I altered another project that's by KaiserCraft, and this is called their low-line buffet. It's actually kind of small. The size of this is about 4 inches by 12 inches by 6 inches. And it's wood. It comes unassembled. I base coated everything first with a off-white acrylic paint. And then I used a paper line from my mind's eye. This paper line is called Miss Caroline. And then most of my embellishments, the flowers, are mostly by Prima or Petaloo. So these handles that I put on the doors are by Seven Gypsies. And inside I've cut papers to go inside. I added 2 little pearls inside each of these doors to become door stops so the doors don't swing all the way inside. And those pearls are available at the piece by piece. I made this look almost like a little curtain inside the door. I put some tulle, which is pleated tulle, and some satin ruffle ribbon. Both of those are also available at the piece by piece. The pearls on the front and some are also on the top. I'll show you close-ups of that later. Those are also a part of the Miss Caroline collection from my mind's eye. And the drawers, I assembled the drawers and I lined them with papers. I used some of the rub-ons from that collection as well inside the drawers, and I papered them all around. I also painted the shelves, base coated everything. So if you wanted to, you could even leave a drawer out and use these as shelves and leave your drawers sitting to the side separately. Now the sides, let's turn this. I used this wood grain looking paper, and most of the elements that had flowers on it I used on the front. On the sides, along the bottom and top, I used the more solid pieces of wood. Let me turn this so you can see the other side. And then the back, I just left painted. Kind of like the back of your real dresser. It usually isn't finished. I just left that painted. Because I do like for things to have a more finished look, though, I did paint underneath as well as all inside. And now I'm going to try to show you, without being too jittery, close-ups of some of these things. Inside you can see where I papered the insides. I also put rub-on in each side where the doors are. From the rub-on collection, put a couple of rub-ons in there. Now for the top, I love to make collages with flowers. So these are made mostly with roses, but there are a few other flowers. And because this collection used so many different color flowers in the palette, I tried to carry that through with the colors of flowers that I chose to go in the top. So, and because some of them were a little brighter than I wanted, and I wanted to achieve a more shabby chic look, I added some of the base coat paint color, the acrylic paint I used for the base coat, on top of the flowers. Just dry brushed some of that on to tone down some of them. You'll see here also this flower here, this particular one, was made out of some of the satin ruffle ribbon, and I just shaped it into a flower shape. And this pearl with the ring of rhinestones around it, it's actually flat on the back, and that's also from the piece by piece, as well as this little stem. I call them wheat stems. And this beautiful lace that's on the front. That's one of my favorite pieces of lace that I've gotten recently from the Piece by Piece. Then there's a little butterfly there that's pearls, and a piece of seam binding that I tied in a bow and dyed to put in the butterfly. There's also another resin piece here, a bird. This was very turquoise, but like I say, you can see how I toned it down some by dry brushing it with some paint. And on this side, more layers of flowers and another butterfly. And that is pretty much it for my project for this month. And thank you for watching. And I will be back next month with another project. Thank you.